Okay, so I just want to ask this question. Is there anyone else who's having a standoff going on right now with Amazon delivery drivers? Maybe you're an Amazon delivery driver. This isn't something that I'm creating to get you riled up, get you excited. It's just this thing. Amazon has a policy. This is their policy, not our policy. They have a policy that drivers are not supposed to drive on driveways on any private property. So we had this happen right after we've had our driveway newly paved, and we ended up getting damage on our driveway. Not just the damage on the driveway, but the driveway lights had been run over. We have it on camera. Amazon trucks running over the lights. It's company policy. People get mad at us because we have a feeling about the drivers not following company policy, but at the same time, while they're not following company policy, we get damage on our property. Anyway, so we've complained because this driveway costs a lot of money to get it paved. Newly asphalt. It's a long driveway. But in any case, company policy says walk the package up to the door. UPS walks the package up to the door. FedEx walks the package up to the door. Both of them do that. Amazon, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And then other times they drive on the driveway. And then other times they decide they're not going to drive on the driveway. They do this. And you can see where the street is from where they leave the package. And that's the house. That's the same house that FedEx walks to, that UPS walks to, that some Amazon drivers decide they're not going to walk to that designated area where packages are supposed to go. We have transient people that they walk back and forth around our community. And so what's to stop a transient, which we're talking about homeless person, from grabbing a package and say, oh, Merry Christmas to me, and God bless the homeless people. However, we're not getting things that we need and having delivered to our home to have someone else take them. So I'm curious. I know I'm going to get a bunch of comments in here, people sympathizing with drivers not following company policy. But for those of you who are going to be reasonable and sensible, I want to know from you, if you're having this issue, someone that's having this issue. This is what is fueling AI, that humans, they have conditions to do what they're supposed to do. So when you go to a drive-through and you have that person that takes your order any old kind of way, and you're like, wait a minute, ask me, may you take my order? Because I'm spending my money, which helps you keep a job. But in this case, you have drivers who they want to do their job the way they want to do it, regardless if it crosses lines and if it's disrespectful to the customer or not. That's the thing for those drivers that are going to sympathize with people breaking the company policy. That's the thing they really ought to be focusing on, is why are you all putting our jobs in jeopardy, with making it more of an arguable case to replace us with AI. Amazon is already doing that in some states. And, I'm just like blown away, and, just want to know, what do you all think? What do you all think? Share this video, because I'm sure there's somebody, if it's not you, there's somebody that's having this experience. And, it's not right for the customer to not get the service that the company is supposed to provide, and Amazon is responsible. I understand the drivers are contracted. That doesn't matter. If you're a general contractor on a construction job and your plumber messes up somewhere, you don't go back to the customer and say, oh, well, you can't sue me, sue the plumber. Absolutely not. That general contractor is responsible, just like Amazon is responsible for the drivers that they hire. And they are responsible for enforcing the policies that they put in place. Let me know what you think. All right, everybody.